Mum and Dad to look up All Under One banner. So see yous on it, okay? See yous after. Have a good day.
Get some more spark into this movement.
What do we want? 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 Yay! Sorry, the crowd is just a bit quiet there. do you know who that is, Stephen? I'm sure up that way we got a bit of abuse the last time with some of them that were out in the front garden.
With the help of the United Nations.
Well, I hope we made his day.
The next generation.
And it's a shit day now.
Don't stop. Get yourself signed up in your billion. Because this won't happen without your democratic will. Get your democratic will, boys. And liberation don't stop. And get this free people on us. What do you want? Independent! What do you want? No! How are we going to get it? What do you want? Independent! What do you want, sir?
Well done to everybody, Andrew. Thanks for watching. Right, I'm just going to start marching up again. Somebody's here to take photos. You're live and all under one banner. Nice to see you. I'm on my way to the park, thankfully. Just want to give you a wee shout out for Indy Live. They're also streaming the march on their platform. So you can either go there or stay here, it's up to you. If you're here already, you may as well stay. They've got a crowdfunder going, they're really struggling with that crowdfunder. So if you go to the Independent Flag page, sure it'll be tagged somewhere, maybe in their bio. We are media. It's not like the BBC is going to be here filming us. We have to be media to support every media outlet that supports independence. Just in general, support everybody that supports independence. Stop finding out our stupid things. Same goal at the end of the day. We can put our differences aside. I mean, we all don't need to agree on everything. We just need to agree on one thing. Oh, did it, Stephen? Maybe having bother. Just going to cut over here. Well, thanks for coming over and joining us, Stephen. It's a wee bit shaded, I can see the screen easy. Oh, nearly walked into a car. waiting up there at the corner for the Salvo tyres, that's good.
Corner again as we did last time, Sarah.
I don't think it's blocked off here, is it? Is it just up?
No, it's not blocked at all, it's just narrowing it so you get feet peeled through. Got another council van down there to narrow it as well. It's all about crowd control, isn't it?
Right, up to the flag holder again. Woo! Nice to see you, lass.
I have no idea. Ups to spend. Darling.
Oh, I'm trying to catch up to you.
Ups to spend.
I know. Did you see the guy in the scooter? With the body his. Oh, are you for the Wallace Society?
No, I'm from
Sovereignty, right, okay.
Freedom! Oh, my God!
We smile in that postman's face there. I know, Stephen. But that's not what he meant. He meant phone, because I go backwards. Thanks, Helen. Hi, Fiona. Thanks to everyone that's joined us. When we get to the park, I'm going to stream the rally too, so there'll be a bit of jiggling about as I change the equipment over. But after I do, there'll be no jiggling at all, because it'll be on a tripod. Festival. You don't want to go to a sausage festival? It's a little leg. Hope veering off to the side there, Bob.
End up a fly in a hedge.
Yeah. Don't even tempt fate. Sean was making a fool of me for tripping earlier and then he tripped.
Yes, good.
Right, thank goodness we're here. So that's us at the field. Hiya. That's folk waiting on us coming in. But there's Neil from Yes Stones. Hello. Hello. Right guys, usually I would stand, there's Yes Stones over there, and get everybody coming in. Hiya, nice to see you.
Mind you come along that street. So I'm going to plonk myself back along when we did the last time.
On to the end of the flags, I thought that was my path. Right folks, there's a stage there, so I'm just going to hurry up and go over. Slip this into my tripod.
If I remember right, we were still at this fence last time, you know. Aye, but after that we crossed the
Thanks
road.
for cutting the grass for us.
No.
Or is this for wild flower, but there's only got buttercups and clovers and wee daisies. Big flags there. There's the flag carrier. Well done guys. You can get a wee rest. And all this beautiful long grass. Hello Wendy. Hello Wendy. How are you my darling? I'm alright, there's Heather. Nice to see you. I don't know what it is. Sean will be starting.
Have you got a badge?
No, but I need to get my tablet on the tripod, Sandra. I need to get in.
You can't get in, you've got a badge.
Shut up. Did Mike not bring my tripod, Sandra? Oh, sorry. I can't hear you earlier. Right, folks. My tripod should have been here.
Somebody said 500.
No, I think it's a wee bit more. You alright, Bruno?
Yeah.
I need to find my tripod, I'm really sorry. Could you hold that just now?
I don't see him being allowed to come up that road, but
You can see the
this
screen
road aye, but no up that
just
road.
a wee minute.
I think if I remember right, to take it through the residential areas and keep it off the main roads.
How you doing? All right, man?
Aye, that's true. Very true.
Right, hang on.
I'll show you that. So Amanda, you went forward to today then?
Absolutely shitting my pants, amazing. Yeah, but it should be great once we get up there.
Can you lose on tripod?
That was evil. I'm like, oh no, why did you do that?
This is Mr. Pete Scally. How you looking forward to today, Pete?
It's lovely. It's a lovely day. I'm here with my best pal Graham Dallas, and we had a nice wee kiss when I came in.
Who the is Graham Dallas? Creamy Dallas. How you doing? Alright, it's not how you doing, alright man. It's not on. It's just kind of piss. How are you? Oh dear. Yeah, I know. Amanda's giving it. Oh, I am going to sorry, I'm on the motor. Consultant was like, this is Blue's Real. We're going, right, you get it?
No, but I'm just going to cable tie it. I don't know where Mike's car is, so.
Alright, you've not lost it.
No, no. Really?
You know something? Aye.
Sandra, alright, sorry, thank you. Did Mike not bring my tripod up?
No, it's not been here.
I need some big cable ties or the belt. Thank you.
Up
Thanks very much and well done. Well done, my flag carrier. Just lying down now. Anybody? I'll speak to you later. Sandra, see if you know where any cable ties are. Yep.
The schedule for the talks or anything at all, you know?
Yep. Are you on?
I'm on TikTok and on X.
Oh, right, sorry, I thought I was meaning on the stage.
Oh goodness, no, I'm just wondering if there's...
No bother. James, have you got any cable ties?
Cable ties, I never got any.
Going to see if you can get me some, James.
Alright. See what I can do. I will see you, everyone.
I don't
No
really
idea.
release. I do can, but you'll find it soon enough.
So you straight away.
I don't even see
No, we decided not to put publish who's speaking and who's no because there's too many arguments. Folk are like, oh, I'm not going if they're going, which is silly.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
The whole point is they're all under one banner, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
I was looking for the guy, was it the Glasgow match last time? A guy called Josh.
John Gibson.
He had the big soul tire.
Aye, that's John Gibson, yeah.
Around.
Yeah, I don't know if he's here actually. I've been up and doing the march and I haven't seen
He
him.
got lifted at the Glasgow one.
No, he never. They let him go.
Did they eventually let him go?
Aye. No, but they did though. They just had a lump and then that was it kind of thing.
Because we were marching, we were at the back with the soul tire.
Yeah.
Soul tire.
A tripod, but I need cable ties. So you got any, Bruno? Mike was meant to bring my tripod up, but he's no.
Anyway.
Oh, no bother at all. See, once I tie it up, Bruno, I'll go and get Mike and get my tripod. I need to get Mike. Aye.
Garden House.
Yeah.
Here. We've got a goat for you.
Oh, that's cool. And that's the colour of my hair now.
No, that's how I fucking go with it. Gingers for yes.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it says?
No, I don't like that.
Just enough to hold it till I come back. To hold it to.
Tie wraps.
What do you think?
Um,
I don't want to give you a whole
We
bag.
need the bigger tie wraps.
no, just give me.
Aye, that's the ones you need.
That's the ones you need.
Aye.
Just give me two, Bruno. One at the top and one at the bottom.
Right, we need to watch because
Put it in here, June.
No, there's no meeting. There's another set.
I got
It's
one.
just a wee bit longer.
It's
There's
just-
a lot in it, Bruno.
Watch the screen there, June. If you want to say hello, bend over, but go back a bit, or it'll be a big zoomed in face.
Hi there.
I need to tie it up so I can go and get my tripod. Oh, it's alright. Thank you,
Aye,
Bruno.
they look gold dust, these ones.
That's why I brought them last days.
Right, where do you want this to go?
Just bring it over and hold it. It's just for a few minutes. That'll do it, in fact. Thanks, Bruno.
Right, you're a bit squinty.
Doesn't matter. Right, folks, you just need to bear with that till I come back, alright? June, I need you to watch my phone because I need it there so that it's live streaming. Right, I'll be back soon, okay?
Right.
You don't need to stand there, but just keep an eye.
Aye. Does the phone need to be that near it? Does the phone need to be that near it?
Yeah, it's tethering. And if anybody stands in front, just tell them to watch it the road, right? Oh, you're right, Sean.
Right, a live stream has started. I am the media team of Wonderland Banner. We're ready to start. I have to watch the phone, so it's me. Right, just watch this cam, the live stream's on. I like this. Alright, how are you? No bad, like it. What are you going to like this? I usually just sew them together, but he's got a wee split behind this. Oh, aye. How are you? No bad, like, never did the march, couldn't do the march. I can drop my foot, I can drop one of these kind of things that you put your brolly in and the gear in. There's metal hands. That on my foot, drop your foot. Aye, I should have one on like this. Very unfair game. So take the arm bump. I was supposed to go on the stage, come on the stage, come and keep my top, and hang with my sword. Oh! Aye, I've got a picture with them. Well, see you now. Sandra! Ready, focus!
Speakers only.
This is live. Excuse me all. Excuse me all, this is live. The live sewing to that
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
On behalf of the team, we'd like to welcome you to All Under One Banner's 44th event. Could all the speakers make their way to the stage area, please? Today it'll last probably about an hour and a half, okay? So hang about, got a good mixture for you. We've got 2 SNP, 2 Alba, Liberation, Salvo, Comla, and an independent, so we're hanging about for. The Police Scotland have promised me that the pubs will still be open past 3 o'clock, okay? So there's absolutely no rush to get to a pub. I'll bypass you, believe me, as soon as 3 o'clock comes. Right, first up, we've got a tradition, we're going to get James Scott from the Scottish Resistance, the founder, dealing with the salutation.
Right, after your 4 lunches.
Just, hi folks, just to say thank you to Police Scotland for the help they gave us at the back of the march. We had one of our marchers who had a wee episode and they were able to help her out by bringing her up in their car. So thank you to Police Scotland and also from the Yes Bikers as well. Thank you, bye bye. Good afternoon folks. Come on, Belknap. Good afternoon, folks. Ashbel. We're here to remember Robert the Bruce. He stood on Bannockburn Field. His right-hand man was the Black Douglas. His brother, Edward Bruce, became king of all Ireland. The history of Scotland is absolutely fascinating, folks. I'm going to tell you about Robert the Bruce. After he won the Battle of Bannockburn, all the taxis, all these bloody high taxis of Westminster stopped immediately. So when Robert the Bruce died in 1329, even although there was no TV, even although there was no radio or newspapers, 20,000 people lined the streets because our people were able to live in peace without these bloody high Westminster taxis. Robert the Bruce was the greatest of all our heroes. He was buried in a cloth of gold in Dunfermline Abbey. I'm now going to do the salutation to Robert the Bruce. For the Bruce, for Scotland, and for freedom! Repeat after me, folks. For the Bruce, for Scotland, and for freedom! Thank you very much!
Oh, that's what I hear. Oh, thank God for that. Thanks, June. Go on.
Can you give a big shout out to the mighty Yes Bikers for bringing the thunder to Stirling? Okay, next up, speaking on behalf of the SNP is Sally Donnell.
Friends, over 10 years ago, as a teenager, I voted yes to independence. Yes to a better future for the country I grew up in. Yes to a country governed by the party I voted for. Yes to fairness, equality, to hope. What have we seen in the decade since? A decade of austerity from a Westminster government whose values do not align with the people of Scotland. Our EU membership ripped away from us, and now most recently a Labour government whose first order of business was to remove the winter fuel payment from pensioners and to scrap support for disabled people. A Labour government who continue to sell arms to Israel while innocent people are murdered and deprived of the aid that they desperately require. This is shameful, and history will judge us for how we've acted in this moment. All of us here know we can do better. Now, if we look to the British mainstream media, what do we see? Torrents of abuse thrown at nationalist voices who dare to suggest that there's a better way forward for our country. As a young woman who spent a decade campaigning for an independent Scotland, I know firsthand how horrendous our media can be. The targeted levels of abuse thrown at young activists like me is not only dangerous, but it's unacceptable, and it's only getting worse. But you know what I've learned over the years? The louder you are, the more of a threat you are to the union, the more they will target you. The mainstream British media play into the hands of the union at every turn, but we need to show them that we're not going anywhere. We are here and we will continue to fight for the Scotland we know we can be. A proud Scottish nation who rejects the values of this newfound right-wing Brexit party. When I look to my peers and the generation coming behind me, I see a generation of young people who are proud of their country. Young people full of optimism and hope for the country we know we have the potential to be. Young people who reject the hateful values we are seeing becoming all the more common in society, and who reject this tired and broken union that we've been tied to for far too long. So friends, as I stand here today, I too am full of hope and optimism. With every day that passes and every cruel decision made at Westminster, independence is coming. It's closer than ever before, and I for one look forward to the day when we can rally together, not in anticipation of independence, but in celebration of achieving it. Thank you.
Thanks very much for that was really good. And now we've got Neil Hanvey from Alba. There you go, Neil.
What do we want? When do we want it? That's the purpose of our movement, is to deliver independence. And last weekend I found myself in Dublin, and as I walked down Mary Street, turned out onto O'Connell Street and stood in front of the GPO, I thought of the 16 independistas who were executed for standing up for Irish independence. But I also noticed that I was standing in the heart of a vibrant, independent Ireland, a country in the centre of Europe. And I felt wonderful for them, but I felt immensely jealous for Scotland and what we could have had 10 years ago. All we need to do is vote. No one's asking us to take up arms, and I would certainly never advocate for that. But we have to accept that both votes SNP did not work in 21, so we need a different strategy. Over 1 million votes were cast on the regional list for the SNP, yet that only delivered an additional 2 MSPs to the Scottish Parliament. If those 1 million votes had gone to the Alba party, there would have been 30 Alba MSPs, and the unionist vote would have been cut in half. We would have been well on our way to independence. This time, in 2026, it's absolutely essential that you vote smart and you vote for Alba on the regional list. Scotland doesn't need permission to vote for independence. All we need is to express our desire for independence cleanly and clearly in a democratic event, and the Scottish parliamentary elections on the regional list is the perfect place to do that. So what have we done so far? We had a Section 30 order and a referendum in 2014. We've had 3 refusals from Westminster when we've asked for the same provision again. We've had a bench with the United Kingdom Supreme Court asking them or appealing to them to dissolve the union of which they are a central part of.
And I've taken a Scottish Self-Determination Bill through Westminster twice. The first time they ignored it, the second time they voted it down. So anyone who's pretending that they can reheat that legislation and attempt to get the UK government to bend to the will of Scotland in Westminster is absolutely barking up the wrong tree. It will not happen. In 2026, we can use our one vote for our one parliament on the regional list to take one mandate to take Scotland forward. We need to put Scotland first and take our future in our own hands. Scotland can. Don't listen to anyone tell you that Scotland's too wee, too poor, too stupid. Scotland can be a successful independent country. Since 1970, Westminster has been fully aware that Scotland is an energy powerhouse. We have 6 times the North Sea oil and gas that we need. We generate over 12 times the amount of renewable energy that we need. What do we get in return for that? Fuel poverty. Whilst Her Majesty's Treasury and the energy giants rake in the profits. Scotland has all the power we could possibly need, but we need the political power to make that happen and to make it work for our people. There's a saying that Winnie Ewing coined, "Stop the world, Scotland wants to get on." And that's important not just for ourselves and our people, but it's important that we have a voice in the world and we express the wishes of the Scottish people. And no more can that be true in times like the invasion of Iraq, which was prosecuted on a list of lies. In 2023, I spoke in Westminster about the lies and deceit that took the country into war with Iraq. We've also spoken out about the atrocities that are being committed in Gaza against the Palestinian people. And now we face the same prospect again, being taken into another war that is being, where the threat of weapons of mass destruction are being used as an excuse to attack another country. Now, I don't have to agree with Iran, but I can see that the excuses are being peddled and we are being fooled into pursuing another war based on lies. We have consistently spoken out against the genocide in Gaza, and it will never be in my name, and it should never be in the name of Scotland. It's time to take control of our country back, our energy back, and be a force for good in the world. Let's unlock Scotland's potential. Please vote Alba on the regional list in 26. Thanks very much, folks.
Thanks for that, Neil. Right, the lassie coming up. Do you give us a tune or two, or free? Give us a shout for Amanda Brown!
Yeah, I'm quite sorry. That's fine. Who's the one? Who's the one?
Can I get the LBC?
Hi. Ooh. Okay, hang on a wee second. Okay, I'm going to start off with one just because of the last line. Oh, I wear a tops and bonnets hat, a scarf around my throat, and I can sing the flout of Scotland, every single note. We're going down to London town to paralyse the underground with just a happy hooligan say, Wembley. So we tour the border every day, and into London for a day, just a happy hooligan say, Wembley. Oh, when Scotland's playing England, it barely fills my heart. With all the flags and banners, we surely look the part. But when I lose, it's to Donnell. We didn't really give a damn if Scotland lost or won, 'cause we met the English, had a fun, reminded them of Bannockburn. We're just the happy hooligans in Wembley. So we took the border up there and into London for a tear. Just the happy hooligans in Wembley. So we took the border up there and down to London for a tear. Just the happy hooligans in Wembley. Thanks very much. It's a lot of fun, that song. Okay, wee traditional number for you. Scots were here while Wallace fled. Scots when Bruce has oft times led. Welcome to your glory bed, for to victory. Now's the day and now's the hour. See the France of battle out. See our approach round it was power. Chains and slavery. Why could be traitor name? Why could fell a coward's grave? Why Saint Peace to be a slave? Let him turn and flee. Wait for Scotland's king and lord, the freedom's sword will strongly draw. Free man stand and free man fall. Let him follow me. By oppressions rose in peace, by your sons in servile chains. We won't train our dearest veins, but we shall be free. Laying the proud and sappers low, tyrants fall with every blow. Liberty with every foe. Let us do our deed. Scots were here, Wallace fled. Scots when Bruce has all times led. Welcome to your glory bed, or to victory. Okay. I'm just gonna do one for fun and quick one, and then my usual. Land of the purple heather, land of the dusty weather, land where the midges gather. Scotland the brave, land that is fully funny, Andy Murray and Saturday sunny, land where we sell our grannies. We'd never do that. Scotland the brave. Used to see on Peter's Day, you could hear the bagpipes play. All you hear is the regal tones of Elton John and the Rolling Stones. Land that is full of sinkers, fast monks and peaty drinkers, whiskey goods, a lot of sinkers into Scottish graves. Land that is full of skywars, comic singers, deep sea divers, turbans on our bus and drivers. Scotland the brave, land of the brutal Scotland the brave. Thank you. I'm going to end on one that I tend to leave to the end just in case I cry. So. I don't know if you can see changes that have come over me and thee. Last few days I've been afraid that it might slip away. So I've been telling the stories and singing the songs that made me think about where I came from. That's the reason why I seem so far away today. I knew you'd ask at some stage. I look forward to talking about it one day. Here's a story of a hopeful guess, because you're part of the reason that I voted yes. When I was your age, we had some discontent winters, like in the fairy tale, there was a witch of Westminster. Power and contrast of a comic book villain. She passed away now, but we didn't say good riddance. Because by the time she passed, she was a feeble old lady, forgot what she was doing when she was going places. Always treat people how you'd like to be treated, because the hurt and the anger she left was deep-seated. School, they stopped my free milk. Could be said in a wider context, they stopped my free will. Can always separate feelings from cold facts. On the school bus, I read graffiti saying no contact. Now in 1979, people voted to control their own reality. Didn't happen on a technicality. 97, they said it wouldn't work. But they suppose letting us try it couldn't hurt. Now in 2014 they asked the question, do you want to be independent? I remember thinking if we did the answer yes, you could be 18 before they'd ask us again. Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me. Or who you call kin. It's about pure and simple geography and caring for everyone responsibly. It's about people facing poverty with immunity and building and supporting our communities. Too many people want off this fast we're following. It's time to change how we do politics. Responsibility and independence, leading by examples with the messages we're sending, character traits you want for your own kids one day. Why wouldn't you want them for your country? See, the older you get, the less you see things in black and white. And I'm just trying to do what I think is right. But simply voting yes, the problem isn't solved. That you can't change the world taking no risk at all. Spin doctors spinning stories to control the plot, like Rumpelstiltskin spinning gold from straw. Weaving webs like Charlotte's spider webs, and the trolls under the bridge became Cybermen. In a world of recession, food banks and destitution, world turmoil and very little resolution, violence and terrorism, wizards cast their best illusions. I was part of a peaceful revolution. Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and I'm going. If I may become a stranger, take home with your own kids. Of course we had reservations, who didn't? Despite the white paper, Scotland's future isn't written. It's wrong that the politicians should be the shepherd of the wool. Because that way they want you for your pleasure, for your will. Biggest triumph of the 21st century state, to convince us having a dream was a cliche. 1% of the world has 90% of the wealth, and the system says to step on focus helping yourself. I hope you're hearing these thoughts and amazing. And equity is consigned to the history pages. Gonna see another lost generation, rioted, frustrated and cross with their parents. Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me. Am I going home? If I might become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I'll ever have. Caledonia's been everything we've all ever had. Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. Next up, we have a speaker from Liberation Salvo. Please welcome to the stage, Sarah Saliers.
So that's really quite an amazing song, isn't it? I want to ask some questions. I thought I knew what I was going to say today, and I had a number of conversations on my way up from the car park, and I thought, nah, I'm just going to have to wing this and explain what we're doing to people, so that you can go home and explain it to other people, I hope. 2 lines in Amanda's song that struck me. Are you happy doing politics the same old way? Can I ask you that? Can I hear back? Are you happy? Do you think it's time for a peaceful revolution? Yes! How about the word independence? What does it mean right now to you? Does it just mean that we take this invisible prison that is what colonialism is, and it doesn't matter whether the colonist is in Westminster or in the boardroom and it's a corporation? We take this system and we say to our existing politicians in Holyrood, here you go guys, here's independence, and all it's going to mean is that you don't have to worry about Westminster looking over your shoulder anymore. Thank you. That's all. You can carry on doing exactly what you've been doing. Now, we're not party political in Salvo or Liberation. Everybody is welcome. But I will point out some things to you. When we put the Stirling Directive together to point out to Holyrood, to put a petition into Holyrood saying the people are sovereign in Scotland by law, nobody came to receive it. When we put together an event as part of the SSRG conference in Dunfermline, every MSP was invited to that conference, and we had one stonker of an announcement to make, that we could show absolutely that Scotland has been the colony of England since 1707, and there is no treaty. It never came into effect. There's no union to leave. There's no treaty to withdraw from. We're just the colony, and a colony is a kind of invisible prison. Not one. We had a KC. We had Professor Baird, myself, a lawyer from an NGO, international NGO, and Professor Robert Black, KC. Not one MSP or MP turned up to that. when Dr. Tammy Connolly did the long walk down to Holyrood on behalf of the traveller people and the injustices they'd faced, do you know who came out to meet her? Nobody. Do you know who came to take the Stirling Director position? Nobody. And this week there was a meeting of, I think, about 700 community councillors about the exploitation of the Highlands, turning it into basically a storage bank. No MSPs turned up to that. So I'm asking you, is that the kind of government that you want to see continuing in Scotland? Is independence alone going to guarantee a change? No. So what this means, two things. Legally, constitutionally, no matter who you vote for and vote into Holyrood, Holyrood can never declare Scotland independent. That's a shock for a lot of people. Please understand this. Holyrood is not competent to declare Scotland independent under any circumstances whatsoever, because it is part of the British state, and that state cannot cut its own arm off. So we are going to need that convention, people, a civic convention which is capable of doing two things: declaring us independent after we get a referendum under international supervision, and that's what Salvo, Liberation is working on, and also ensuring that that independence, that liberation, comes along with the restoration of our still legal constitution, modernised, but still the basic constitution. What does that constitution say? I bet you know. It says the people of Scotland are sovereign over their governments, the judiciary, and their mechanisms of society. Sovereign, the final authority. It says we own collectively the resources of Scotland. Are we seeing any benefit from that right now? No, we are not.
London has.
London is. And the corporations and the already wealthy. Those are literally our resources. So we need a convention that can declare independence, that can insist that it comes with our constitution restored. That's liberation. That the common good that Amanda was just talking about is the centre and the core and the point of government. That's what we need to do. Now, is Holyrood going to do that? No, it's not. Is voting for this or that party going to do that? No, it's not. So who is? I'm talking to the people that are going to do that. Right?
We are.
Yes? It's going to come from us. It has to come from us. So here's what I'm going to ask. Go home, tell people about this, learn about this, get going in your communities. Join Salvo. There's nothing to pay, and you can be any party or none. And get active. Nobody's going to tell you what to do. Get active. We need to reach out. We need to start rebuilding a liberation, not just an independence movement, and we need to start today. Thanks for giving me your time.
Thank you very much, Sarah. If we could get everybody in the crowd there to hold their song tires up really high, we'll get photos taken, just in dedication and thought of the people that fought and died and were here before us. So, before I introduce the next speaker. Right, the next speaker, I need no introduction. When I was a wee lassie at school, we was ringing my mum's doors talking about the poll tax and that, so I think that kind of gives you a clue to the older ones. But next up we've got Mr. Tommy Sheridan from the Alba Party.
Thanks very much, Wendy. Brothers and sisters, can I start my contribution by recognising the organisers of today's event and all of the stewards, because without organisations like all under one banner, then the traditions of remembering those who have marched before us, those who have fought long and hard to keep the idea of a sovereign, independent Scotland in our hearts and in our heads. Without these organisers, these events don't happen. So let's put our hands together for all under one banner. It's very important, brothers and sisters, that we have a sense of our own history, that we look at the Bruce statue, that we know about the William Wallaces of the world, that we know that Scotland was a very proud independent nation for hundreds of years before being colonised by England. It's important that we understand that history. It's important that we teach that knowledge. But it's also important that we explain that the case for Scottish independence isn't just about the past, it's even more about the future. It's even more about explaining to ordinary working class people the length and breadth of Scotland, that an independent Scotland isn't just about flying the saltire over more municipal buildings in Scotland. An independent Scotland is much more than flag waving. It's about improving the pension that we give our pensioners, the minimum wage that we pay to our workers, and the level and quality of the public services that we give to the ordinary citizens of Scotland. Independence is about improving the standard and the quality of life for every one of our citizens. That's what we mean by an independent Scotland, a better and a fairer independent Scotland. And brothers and sisters, those among you with a keen ear will recall that I used the term citizens of Scotland. Let's make it absolutely clear, brothers and sisters. As soon as we get our independence, we have an immediate referendum in becoming a republic, a modern democratic republic. We are not marching for independence to remain subjects of the biggest scrounging family on the planet. We are marching for independence to become citizens in an independent, democratic Scottish Republic. That's what we're marching for. During the week I was in the city centre of Glasgow, and I was meeting someone at the train station to take them to a walking football event. Some of you will know me when I used to play running football, but times have changed. I've got older, so have you, so it's now walking football. But I was taking this person from the city centre, and as I went to meet them at Central Station, there was somebody waving a collecting can, and they were raising money for an MRI scanner for Glasgow Hospital. The Children's Hospital was moved from York Hill to the Southern General, as I call it. Other people call it the Queen Margaret, I call it the Southern. And I thought to myself, that sums up why we need independence, brothers and sisters. Because seeing an independent Scotland, I don't want anybody having to take to the streets of Glasgow or any other part of Scotland to wave a collecting can for essential equipment like MRI scanners for children. the only people who'll be on the streets of Scotland in an independent democratic republic will be those warmongers who still want nuclear weapons. They can go in the street and shake a can and say, please help me, I want to build a nuclear bomb. Why is there never any limitations on money for bombs and wars? But there's always limitations on money for schools and hospitals. That's right. Brothers and sisters, raise your sights, raise your vision of a Scotland that doesn't pay homage to profit, it pays homage to public need. It makes sure our schools and our hospitals are funded, not bombs of destruction. That's the independent Scotland we want to live in. I'll finish my remarks, brothers and sisters. There's other fantastic acts to come on, other fantastic speakers to come on. I'll finish my remarks by making a comment.
is a war they can't win. You can't beat an ideology. It's a bit like why Scottish independence has never went away. Yep, it's prominent at the moment. It was prominent in the early 1900s. It was prominent in the 1800s. It's always been there because you can't kill an idea. You just can't. And that's why they won't beat Iran. They've tried everything to bring Iran to its knees and have failed. Right, take that down. Next up we have the next page. Next up with the Guardian. So let's get the Guardian up. What's the Guardian got for us? Trump will decide on Iran attack within 2 weeks. If there is anybody in America left with half a brain in their military, they'll know that bombing Iran will be pointless. Pointless. Unless you're going to wipe the whole place off the face of the map. Wasting your time. Apparently Britain's behind the curb on assisted dying, according to an MP. We'll be a bit more of that as we go on. Right, next up this morning, we have the National, I think. Let's look. Yep, the National. What's the National vote for us this morning? Well, apparently J.K. Rowling's got into a barney with the National. The editor has replied. Hypocrisy. Israel calls strike on hospital a war crime. Experts agree medical facilities should not be attacked, but points out that it has been done in Gaza time and again. So Israel's hypocrisy. They're screaming foul because Iran had a hospital, probably by mistake, because what we have found out is that the Israeli state has set up its people as a human shield. It was accusing Hamas of this, but as it turns out, that's exactly what Israel's been doing. They have put their military facilities bang smack in the centre of residential areas, next to hospitals. Thanks, Alistair. Some funds for the baby bank. Enjoy the Stirling March. Sadly can't go as work, but we'll be there in spirit and watching it live on YouTube. Well, I'll be streaming it, Alistair, because I will be there. Don't know if I'll manage the whole march though. Oof. Temperature's going to be getting up. I was going to put my coat on, but it's too heavy to wear in that sort of temperature. But thanks again, Alistair, you're a generous man. And at the bottom of the page, we've got Swinney to discuss framing of Indy in party's 2026 election campaign with SNP members. So apparently I'll be on the agenda at the up-and-coming conference. Okie dokie. So that's what the Nationals vote for us today. We'll take it down. Shot it. Next up, we've got the right-wing shill rag, the Field, which it got for us this morning. There'll be an SNP bad story, that's for sure. Well, actually, this is a Conservative Party policy, which is now being thrust by the Daily Fail on the SNP, apparently. Nationalists plan to tackle bloated public sector, mocked by critics. A 1 billion bonfire of SNP quangos. Don't hold your breath. Now, as far as I know, that's not been SNP policy. But we do know that Russell Finlay was in the same rag saying that's what he would do to save $1 billion. Actually, he said 660 million. This rag's just making it up as it goes along, folks. So, 660 million a couple of weeks, a week or so ago, was Conservative policy here in Scotland. Now apparently it's SNP policy here in Scotland. Interesting. Even if not true. But I knew it'd be an SNP bad story. You get into it, it says hundreds of jobs, hundreds of high-paid jobs to be axed. These are the people that show 1 week that you're wasting money, and now they're concerned for the people you're going to lay off, allegedly. Could they fucking make it up? But they do. And I mean they make it up. Next up, they're answered, and we don't put their answered up, so we'll just tell you what we've got. Their answers on the crime story, an old crime story, and it says, paedophile singer backs probation snub. So, according to the Daily Record, Gary Gutter has said that he should never be let out of jail because of his unhealthy and uncontrollable urge for children. So, suppose the only thing you say about that is the man knows he's a danger. So he's not a total scuzz bucket. Right. Right, where we go next? The eye, let's see what the eyes got for us this morning. Let's not see what the eyes got for us this morning. I'll tell you what it says. The eye goes in the miscarriage of justice story, and its headline is, "It's official, justice for victims of the second post office computer scandal." And apparently the post office had a second faulty IT system called the Capture IT system, and it had similar faults to the Horizon IT system, and there was postmasters and sub-postmasters being prosecuted for theft and fraud under that system as well. Rightly, that they get justice. They have to be pardoned and compensated, which is only right, because the convictions were false in the first fucking place. Their lives were ruined. And at that time, the government was in control of the post office. Shocker. Right, next up, a Telegraph. Let's hope we'll go to that. Yep, the Telegraph. Labour MPs turn on assisted dying bill. I thought they'd kicked that into the long fucking grass. They kicked that into the long grass. And apparently the votes on a knife edge as they switch back and forth between yes